So welcome ladies and gentlemen, back today with some FIFA action. Decided to get back into it. You know, it's getting a little bit better now. I'm certainly enjoying it more that we have more of a stacked team. We've brought in some decent players. So, you know, there's a look at the calendar. You can see we've got Barcelona coming up, the end of the transfer window as well. Possibly snapping up another player in the future. The semi-finals as well of the Copa de España to come. So we sort of go in here, play around with the team, taking on Barcelona the next game. So I knew, obviously, we're going to have to put a strong team out with Griezmann. Dybala's looking like a solid player up top. Felipe Anderson in there with Koke. And just sort of looking at the tactics, I decided to really go for long ball. I think it's going to suit us a little bit more. Long ball does mean that, obviously, I'll look to play long passes, but it's useful if you have a quick striker, and we do with the likes of Dybala up there. And I think it's just a better overall formation. Quicker. I'm not going to play around with it so much at the back. Just try and get from A to B as quick as possible and catch teams on the break. So choosing the kits, obviously they're pretty similar, so we had to go for away versus away. And here we go, Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid at the Camp Nou. And you can see Barcelona top, 7 points clear with a game in hand over Sevilla. They're currently down in 5th, 10 points behind them, so really needing that 3 points today. So we get the game underway. Felipe Anderson, a player that still haven't seen too much out of. Dybala's definitely been probably the liveliest of the signings. Manolas at the back has also been pretty solid, I have to say. But we still might need possibly another midfielder. Nice little bit of play there by Griezmann. Back towards Felipe Luis. It was a nicely worked move early on. Back towards Griezmann. And what a start. After just 3 minutes, the Frenchman gives the away side the lead. Little Messi furious with the marking. And it was Griezmann initially with a lovely back heel. And then the Brazilian to the Frenchman. Past Bravo in the back of the net. So we advance further now. 22 minutes on the clock. Barcelona very difficult to get the ball off them, as we know. Once they start pinging about, there really isn't too much you can do. We started to work it forward nicely. Koke looked for Dybala, got caught by Mascherano, and the referee pointing to the spot. And the Argentine, the culprit. Let's have another look. If you look closely, I mean, he gets a little bit of the ball, a little bit of man. Dybala definitely making the most out of it. But a chance now for a 2-0 cushion. After just 25 minutes, it was Gabi the captain, a little stutter step, but bang, back of the net, 2-0. And now the home side with a real uphill battle. And the fans celebrate. Bravo, you can see jockeying on the line, guessing which way, but gets it completely wrong. Coming up to half an hour now, and this is where Barcelona suddenly started to click into gear. Obviously we're going to back away a little bit, give him a little bit of possession, that's fine. And then just really try and catch him on the break. So here is Gabi, lovely pass through to find Sal, looking for the Dybala. We said he was a threat, and look about this for pace. Brilliant play, trying to get the strike away here. It was great defending though by Mateu. And it went out for a corner. Dybala came across to take it, swung it in, looking for that near post, headed by Felipe Luis. And Bravo pulling off a big save. If it's 3-0, well, I think you count Barcelona out of it. So 10 minutes to play now till half-time. And a little bit of an error here by Atletico Madrid. What on earth is he playing at there? Straight through his legs. Arda Turan fed it through. Suarez scores. Shocking. And that's what I hate right there. I wanted the player to turn on a dime and then continued running. He just stopped. He stopped, opened his legs like he's on a first date. And then in came Turan to Suarez to the back of the net. Disappointing. An absolute gift. And it's now 2-1. So into the second half now. And it's all to play for. 2-1, a very difficult score line to hold. Barcelona looking to swing it in there by Suarez. Cleared away by Gabi. And Dybala with an overlapping run here by Griezmann. Took a little bit of a heavy touch. Frenchman trying to win it back. Slid in by Gabby. Good challenge. And then Griezmann went flying in. Barcelona with a quick throw. Lionel Messi finding Luis Suarez. Back outside. Messi again. Deliver this one in. Beautiful pass. Back post. And it's Arda Turan of all players. He picks up an assist. And then a goal against his former club. And he says, silence that one. And with a beard like that, that's a great header. And what a ball in by Messi. Didn't close him down quick enough. Back post delivery. And then he did the rest. And then we advanced through to the hour mark as Turan came off for Sandro. And Dybala thought, you know what, I'll have a go from here. And he nearly scores. Bravo doing just enough to tip this one over the bar. That would have been some goal had it gone in. So that was Barcelona's turn to work it down this left-hand side. You can see Barcelona up next for them in the away match against Levante. Coming from behind it, from 2-0 down, now 2-2, looking to steal it. And here was Luis Suarez given a bit of space. And Oblak at full stretch, tipping it round the post. You can't really give the Uruguayan that much room. So the final few seconds remain here. Could Atletico Madrid possibly steal one back? The ball went out of play, but there was the full-time whistle. I think Atletico Madrid probably would have taken a 2-2 before the game, but having been 2-0 up, they will be disappointed that they only come away with a point. And there it was. 6 shots apiece, 5 on target, possession a little bit in favour for Atletico Madrid. Elsewhere, Athletic Bilbao winning 2-1 against Getafe. So now we move through into the transfers, and Spurs came in with a massive bid of 42 million for Anton Griezmann. But I'm sorry, there is no way we are going to sell the Frenchman. I mean, he's only 24. He's phenomenal. Very happy with his morale. His form's looking sharp. So yeah, reject all offers, and now we move into the final day, D-Day, and the money started splurging out. There's Boateng moving to Chelsea from Bayern Munich. And they did accept our offer for Ross Barkley, 20 million for the young England international. So I thought, okay, that's not too bad. But you can see the remaining wage budget was not quite working there. He wanted 130 grand a week from 80,000. So we actually had to go in here and change the funds. Not request them, that's the wrong one. But we had to go over here and allocate them a little bit different. Considering we had quite a bit of money to spend, you know, 7 million to spare, we could definitely move it over and increase our wage budget. So back in there, I said, I'm not going to give him 130. That's mental for a 22 years old. He doesn't need, a 22-year-old does not need 130 grand a week. He'll spend it in a brothel in about 5 minutes. So I give him 100 grand and see what he says if we give him an important first-team player as well. Would he say yes or no? Well, we'll find out. What do you guys reckon? You reckon he's a bit greedy? Possibly. We'll wait and see there. So we advance through a little bit more. As the money continues to splash out, we'll see some of the big transfers as well there. So like we said, Boateng there moving. As we know, Manolas moving from Roma to Atletico Madrid before. But no, Ross Barkley was not having it. He said, no way, Jose. I want the 130. I'm not changing my mind. So I said, fine, whatever. You know what? I'm not going to risk losing him. Possibly saying, no, forget it. I don't want to come. I do need another central midfielder. He is a good player. Very useful in there. Can play centre mid. Can play attacking mid. So yeah, we will just do it. 130,000 gone. But you live and learn. And you can see there another big transfer. Alba from Bayern Munich gone to Juventus. So Bayern Munich selling a lot of players. So Ross Barkley accepting it. And that is the final transfer for Atletico Madrid. I believe we've spent around 96 million. It's a lot of money. And there's another big one. Benzema from Real Madrid on his way to Manchester City. Do they need him? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if Aguero has left. But certainly Benzema off over across the pond to England. 186 million being spent already with 3 hours to spare. I don't really think there was any more big sort of transfers left. You can see Barcelona in talks with Borussia Dortmund's Hummels. Janic set for AS Monaco move as well. So I just went through here and had a look at the transfer that had been done so far. I really don't think anyone made any transfers, to be honest. Barcelona, I don't think, did anything. Real Madrid, all they did was bought in one player for 1.1 million and sold Benzema for 69 million. But yeah, we moved through. There it is. 96 million. Manolas, Metop, who's coming at the end of the season. Felipe Anderson, Dybala, and now Barkley. And we sold 18.5 million's worth of Thiago and Correa. There's the latest deals for you guys. Fred, what was that, 53 million? So there it is. 264 million spent on transfer deadline day. That is a lot of money. You can certainly splurge out with that kind of cash. So we have a look at the calendar. Now we're playing Eibar in this game. We're currently lying like 19th, 18th place, way down in the league. So I wanted to rest some players because we do have a semi-final game coming up in the next matchup. And there is a look at the table. You can see we're currently lying in 5th. We do have a game in hand, so there's definitely a chance for us to push up a little bit, 4th or 3rd. Real Madrid having a little bit of a disappointing season as well. So just playing around with the side. I decided to put Barkley in there, give him his debut, start Dybala, start Griezmann and Carrasco instead of Felipe Anderson. Wanted to rest a couple of players for today's game. And of course, if you start banging in the goals early on, we'll take some players off. Not a problem. Start Sekera as well. Gabi in there. Always got to have Gabi. He's the captain of the team. Still Godin out for an awful long time with his injury. Which is a little bit disappointing that he... Was he out 4 months, 6 months? I can't even remember now. It's been so long since he's played. Starting Jackson Martinez on the bench because just not doing it for me, to be fair. So just playing around with the instructions, playing around with the tactics, going for long ball again. I think it worked pretty well. What with the pace we have up top now. So home against away. Atletico Madrid taking on Eibar. So back at the Estadio Vicente Calderon. There it is. 5th against 19th. They've only won 4 games so far this season, the away side. Atletico Madrid hoping that this man, Ross Barkley, will produce the goods. 20 million from the Evertonians, the 22 England international. We push forward now into the 8th minute as Atletico Madrid trying to work it round here. It was Dybala finding Sekera, back towards Dybala. Just tried that little fake, but the defending was good. There's Verdi. Garcia bundled off the ball. Sadic. Sekera poking it through. Dybala, beautifully done. Koke, and 1-0. Magic. And that's what we're talking about, the quick breaks. And Dybala, I'll tell you what, it's been sensational so far. Picks up an assist. A tidy finish by Koke as he slots it home with his left foot. 1-0 with half an hour played. And Atletico Madrid really just commanding the game, controlling it at the moment. They will fancy their chances, definitely will want the 3 points. Disappointed if they don't pick him up. But here was Griezmann, Barkley, back towards Griezmann, nicely worked, and Griezmann showing what he's all about, fizzed in. Keeper got just enough on it, came back inside again. Ross Barkley doing really well. It fell to Carrasco, and that was a simple save. So making some changes at half-time. Taking off Griezmann, taking off Koke, rest them. Bring on Jackson Martinez and see what he can do. And it was Savic finding Sal. You can see how many players now pushing up. We are leaving a lot at the back. Very vulnerable, but that's what has to be done. That was a little bit of a naughty challenge there on Martinez. And the referee trotting over at a snail's pace. Whipping out the old yellow card. And Kaiser saying, oh, what have I done wrong? And the other player there saying, use your eyes, ref. There was nothing wrong with the challenge. And we have another look. Does he get caught? Nah, can't see too much from that angle. Minimal contact. So it was a chance here. A very, very tight angle. Could we possibly do the impossible? Yes, we can. What a free kick that is. I'm telling you what, that's possibly one of the best free kicks I've scored. And I'll tell you why, because of the angle. Because of the pace on it, the bend on it, coming off the crossbar and going in. You couldn't have hit that more perfect. It's an absolute peach. Look at that. Underside of the bar, off the post and in. And Dybala, I tell you what a lot, but I tell you what a signing he has been. So we took him off. Why not rest him for the next game? Bring on Vieto. So 20 minutes to spare now. Atletico Madrid 2-0 up. Oh, the away side really haven't caused a problem too much in this game. But a nice bit of football by them. Adrian managed to swing it out wide. Chance to possibly deliver. Did so towards the near post and nearly creeping in. It was completely against the run of play, and if it had gone in by Enrich, it could have certainly changed the game a little bit and wasn't far away. So 9 minutes left on the clock. Savic with a good bit of composure. Gabby does even better. It's back towards Sao. He flicked it on. Barkley towards Gabby. Overlapping run here down the right-hand side. Carrasco. He found Barkley, who did really well. Laid it back to find Jackson Martinez. And a penalty was given for the second consecutive game. Atletico Madrid getting a spot kick. Brilliant play by Barkley. You can see there Martinez does catch the defender. It's a little bit unlucky, to be fair. But could Gabby score his second goal in 2 games? Yes, he could. Great penalty. This time he went for the other corner. The keeper stood still. And there's the old salsa dance. And Barkley giving him a little bit of a man hug. And look at this. Stutter step, wallop. Pick it out. And that's how it finished. 3-0. A great performance by the home side, who are starting to play a little bit better now. The new signings starting to gel. I mean, there it was. 7 shots, 7 on target. 100% shot accuracy. That is pretty impressive. And Barcelona narrowly beating Levante by 1-0. So there's the best 11 of the week. No surprise Dybala in there for Atletico Madrid. I think that was the only player, to be honest. So we're going to have a look at just some of the tables. That's what's to come. Valencia against Atletico Madrid in the Copa de España. There's a look at the league. We're up to 4th now. I mean, it is quite a big gap between 1st and 2nd. But 2nd to 4th, only, 5 points there. We have a game in hand. Close that down to 2 points. Could go into 3rd as well if we do win that game. And Real Madrid down there in 10th. So there we have it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will probably be putting out a little bit more FIFA every now and then. I do enjoy switching it up, and certainly with this team now, with the players we've picked up, it's more entertaining to play. So we'll be back shortly with lots more content. But until next time, take care.